Now this first hairstyle, gents, goes by many names. The Tennessee top hat, the Mississippi mudslide, the Canadian passport, perhaps my favorite, the Wisconsin waterfall. And let's talk about the ladies. You rocking this hairstyle at a Van Halen concert in 1989, guys, you'd have to be swatting them away like flies. Described by the immortal Joe Dirt as business in front, party in the back, this hairstyle gets its most common name from a 1994 Beastie Boys song. Number 1 on the side and don't touch the back. Number 6 on top and don't cut it whack. Jack, the hockey player haircut, the soccer rocket. Gents, we're talking about the mullet. In today's video, gents, we're talking about historically bizarre haircuts that the ladies love. Now, historically speaking, the mullet goes a lot farther back. Let's go back to 1621. The Pilgrims, they just landed. They start to engage with the Native Americans. Guess what? Some of them are described as wearing mullets. Archaeologists also found a metal figurine over in England dating back to the 1st century AD. It showed a man with a haircut very similar to a mullet that apparently was worn by the natives at the time that the Romans were occupying England. Correction, England didn't exist, Britain. In fact, some researchers have claimed pretty much what Joe Dirt said, that having the hair short in the back allows the eyes to be able to be free of hair. At the same time, you've got the longer hair in the back, providing warmth and protection. Next up on this list, the Ukrainian Kozak Oseledets. Now, the features of this hairstyle, very simple. A long lock of hair left on an otherwise shaved head. Now, traditionally, they would grow this longer lock on the center of the head or closer to the front. Now, in case you're not familiar with the Cossacks, these were fiercely independent people living in Ukraine, just north of the Black Sea, around the Dnieper River. These were guys that for hundreds of years pretty much had their own system, and they had their own warrior groups, very fierce guys, very good on horse combat, and they were known, let's just say, to be badasses. Nowadays, it's pretty rare to see somebody sporting an Oseledets hairstyle. That being said, back in the day, if you were wearing this, if you were Cossack, I'd say that there's probably no issue that you had getting a lady. Next up on this list, gents, we've got a Japanese hairstyle made popular during the Edo period from 1603 to 1867. Known as the Chonmage, this is a traditional Japanese top knot worn by the samurai. Now, if you were to look at this hairstyle by itself, you may think, oh, that's a very eclectic, very interesting style here. But it wasn't actually about the style. It was all about the function. This was actually a hairstyle specifically designed to help keep a helmet on the head. Now, in a traditional Chonmage, the top of the head is shaved. The remaining hair is then oiled and waxed before being tied into a small tail, folded onto the top of the head in the characteristic top knot. Now, variations of this hairstyle are seen in the sumo culture, and in general, what this hairstyle sends is not so much that, hey, this guy's paying attention to fashion, but that this guy is a warrior. He is a living weapon. Do not mess with him. Now, gents, if you've ever styled your hair in the morning, been done in less than a minute, and all of a sudden you see one stray hair, and you spend the next 5 to 10 minutes trying to get that one stray hair to actually do what it needs to do, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Do me a favor, gents, smash that like button, and whenever you let the YouTube algorithm gods, whatever they are called, know that you enjoy these videos, more men like you find these videos, and hey, who knows, maybe there will be some better looking guys eventually out there as they find our videos and they start to dress better, right? Take care of their hair. Now, for this next hairstyle, let's head over to Rwanda, a small landlocked country in the center of Africa. Rwanda has been home to human civilizations for over 5,000 years. Now, the Rwandan hairstyle I'm talking about today is the Amasunzu. Now, there are over 30 variations, my understanding, of the Amasunzu, and it was really popular about 100 years ago. That being said, you will still see men today rocking this hairstyle. Now, the coolest part about this hairstyle and why it attracted the ladies is because it was a hairstyle specifically designed to send the message, hey, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. Now, of all the hairstyles I'm talking about today, this one has to be the most amazing because not only would they cut it once, they would actually let it grow and then cut into it, cut shapes from different directions. Really beautiful works of art. I mean, these hairstyles are amazing. And gents, quick reminder, I'm not a hairstylist nor a historian, and I don't play one on television. So if I make a mistake, if you want to correct me, let me know down in the comments. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to get better, especially with my pronunciation. Just the other day, I found out this is Bois de Portugal, not boys de Portugal. I like boys, it just sounds cooler. Now, this next haircut is what I consider to be the haircut of the American warrior. In fact, as a kid, I remember sporting this hairstyle one summer. Now, the hairstyle itself has actually popped up around the world in various cultures, but it was made popular, I know, in the United States by a 1939 movie that was starring Henry Fonda. That movie, Drums Along the Mohawk, which pretty much gives away the name of the style the Mohawk. Now, the Mohawk is also sometimes called the Iro, which refers to Iroquois, which the Mohawk people are a part of. In general, a Mohawk is a hairstyle in which both sides of the head are shaven, leaving a strip of hair right down the center. To this day, this is still a shocking hairstyle for a lot of people and is oftentimes a sign of nonconformity. Now, if you want a historically accurate Mohawk, you don't want to shave the sides, you want to actually pluck the sides. Yes. So James Smith, who was captured by the Iroquois Confederacy and spent a lot of time with the Mohawk, he actually had this done to him, and he has a first-hand account in which they sat him around and they started plucking out all of his hair. Basically, yeah, it is bare skin that is on here, not shaved. Then you have that nice strip there, which occasionally they will braid. And as much as I would like to claim this hairstyle for the Americas, you know, the Irish are going to give us a run for their money. They found this body near Dublin called the Clonycavan Man, and 2,000 years old. And guess what? His hair was preserved, and the guy was sporting a Mohawk. Yes, with red hair and freckles and all that stuff. And again, keeping in with the warrior theme, you've seen this haircut pop up, I know, many times in the US military during World War II. I think it was the 17th Airborne. They sported Mohawks whenever on D-Day they went in, and it was all about intimidation, all about getting themselves in the mindset. You saw this over in Vietnam. And nowadays you see this definitely in the punk culture. Sends the signal, hey, I am not going to conform. I'm going to be my own person. All right, Jen, so what video to watch next? How about the perfect hairstyle for your age? 30, 20, 40, 50? Check out this video right here. I've got your age and I've got the hairstyle that's going to suit you. Yeah, click on it. It's a good one.